I'm gonna show you how to get multiple shades of gray and even black just using this white backdrop. So first and foremost, let's talk about the tools we're gonna need. All right, I'm using a softbox with a grid on it. And of course I got my stand and then the camera and then the backdrop, and that's all you really need. So if you look at the backdrop, you see it's white. And it's white because I have the light facing directly toward me. So the center is lined up with my face. That's why I'm lit correctly. Now, if you want to create a gray tone, what do? Well, we use a process called feathering, we being photographers. And now, let me go back real quick. This process I'm using, right now I'm using an LED light because it's continuous and I have to keep flashing and all that good stuff. But I'm using a continuous light, but this same rules that apply with this LED light also apply with flash. So what you're gonna do is, you're gonna take your light and you're gonna feather it. So right now it's white, I'm gonna feather it. Now, what color do you see? Now it's more of a gray. So the light is not facing me anymore, it's facing the camera actually, but you can see that you're getting gray in the back, and if I zoom in, now it looks more gray. Now, if I feather it some more, you're getting a darker gray. Now, the light is not facing me, but you see I'm still getting light on my face. That's because of the shape of the octobox. The octobox is not a square, it's shaped like a V, so that means the light goes outward, not straight. So I'm catching all this edge light, but I'm still lit because that light is coming toward me. So keep that in mind. It's feathered all the way to the wall, it's basically facing to my right. I'm catching that light and it's not hitting the backdrop, making it more gray. Now there's two ways to make it darker. One, I can move my whole setup, camera, light, and myself back. And if I move myself back from where it is, like that way, then the light won't hit the backdrop as much, and I can keep going until it gets as dark as I need it to be. But we're not gonna do it this way. Instead, we're gonna incorporate our grid. So let me put the grid on real quick. Now, I'm facing the grid toward me again, just so you can see. But now if I move the grid, now look what we're getting. Now I'm still being hit by the light, and if you notice, I might have to adjust my exposure or the light, well, the light's at 100%, so I can't adjust that. I may have to adjust my exposure a little bit, but you can see that now my background is darker. And if I zoom in, move this light a little further back, now I have a more dramatic look. See that? Light's still hitting my face, get my little edge light over here, but the background is basically darker. Now we can incorporate, now the reason why it's lit a little bit is because of my backlight. And I'm just using these Nanlites. But if I turn these Nanlites off, you see how dark it got? And if I move this light a little bit, right there, now I have a black backdrop. Now, I'm still using the white. See it? White, or it's more of a light gray. Black, just like that. And all this without having to take this thing down. So this is how you could use a white backdrop to create gray and a black backdrop. Again, like I said earlier, you can move everything backwards. Keep it all the same distance the way you had it set up, but just move backwards some more. And as you move back, the background will receive less light, thus it'll be darker. I hope you got something from this video. Hope you learned something. If you have any questions about anything I'm using right here, let me know, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.